This is the Indonesia Channel.
Coming up in today's Indonesia, VP candidates in the spotlight, debating who's bigger on education. We profile the air charter business of Suzy Air and how it elevated to success. And we pick a quiz winner in the ultimate Indonesia Channel experience. Hello and welcome to today's Indonesia from Jakarta. I'm Dalton Tanonaka.
Selamat berjumpa lagi. I am Luisa Kusnandar. Thank you for joining us. The men who want to be number 2 faced off in their only debate of the presidential campaign season.
And last night's theme was human resource development and technology. Here now are highlights, subtitled in English, of the one-on-one between Prabowo Subianto running mate Hatta Rajasa and Joko Widodo's number 2, Yusuf Kala.
Prabowo dan Hatta berkeyakinan Indonesia dapat menjadi negara yang sejahtera, maju dan berperadaban apabila sungguh kita meletakkan sumber daya manusia dan penguasaan ilmu, pengetahuan dan teknologi sebagai pilar utama membangun peradaban bangsa. Kata kunci dan tantangan yang kita hadapi adalah sejauh mana kita dapat menjamin seluruh warga bangsa kita untuk dapat menikmati pendidikan yang inklusif.
Kombinasi daripada sumber daya manusia dan ilmu pengetahuan adalah ujungnya produktivitas bangsa itu sendiri. Kita belajar daripada bangsa-bangsa lain dan kita belajar dari bangsa kita. Bangsa banyak yang maju karena ilmu pengetahuan, ada bangsa yang maju karena sumber daya alam. Karena itulah kita dengan punya sumber alam dan kemudian dengan kekayaan sumber daya manusia dan upaya ilmu pengetahuan tentulah akan memberikan manfaat ilmu bangsa ini.
Kita setuju bahwa harus ada penajaman pada riset-riset yang bisa cepat terdifusi di dalam sektor-sektor. Setuju. Oleh sebab itu, koordinasi yang menyangkut anggaran, koordinasi yang menyangkut riset-riset yang betul-betul diperlukan oleh bangsa ini, saya menyebutkan 6 yang terpenting sekali: pangan, energi, transportasi, pertahanan, kedokteran dan kesehatan, dan menyangkut kebumian, termasuk juga di dalamnya adalah maritim kita.
Kebijakan pemerintah haruslah memihak kepada perusahaan negeri, memihak kepada inovasi bangsa, karena itulah apabila memihak, maka akan terjadi inovasi dalam negeri. Itu yang penting kita utamakan. Ada suatu kebijakan pemihakan dalam negeri, mengutamakan perusahaan negeri. Tanpa itu juga maka akan tidak timbul masalah-masalah yang seperti itu. Karena itulah maka inovasi dapat dikerjakan. Mengenai biaya semuanya itu, saya kira kita semua cukup dengan 20% yang selalu naik. Satu-satunya departemen yang tidak pernah turun biayanya adalah Kementerian Pendidikan.
Wakil Presiden itu perannya bisa dibilang 50-50 ya, 50-50% gitu. Karena sebagian dari wakil presiden itu pasti punya saran dan kritik yang lebih baik buat presidennya.
Sangat penting menurut saya, karena ya selain ada bidang-bidang yang harus dikerjakan oleh wakil presiden, juga kalau misalnya waktu-waktu presiden nggak ada, kan wakil presiden yang akan menghandle pekerjaannya.
Perannya penting ya, karena kan presiden itu nggak cuma harus ada wakilnya. Jadi kalau ada jadi ada backup untuk pelayanan ke masyarakat. Jadi dia nggak bisa sendirian. Kalau untuk yang sekarang kan sepertinya wakil presidennya kurang masyarakat kurang tahu gitu kinerjanya apa. Jadi untuk yang kedepannya ya semoga bisa imbang gitulah antara presiden dan wakil presiden.
We get perspectives now from our viewpoint analyst.
Wimar Witelar is here. He's a former presidential spokesman, now running his own communications company. Wimar, not much fireworks or blunders. What was your takeaway from this debate?
Well, I think of the 4 debates we've had, right, this is the one with the least consequence in terms of the final outcome. One, because they are both will be vice presidents serving very powerful, strong presidents. So I don't expect them to have a lot of say, unless they have to succeed the president. Secondly, because the subject is a bit complicated. Thirdly, because it's not sexy. Fourthly, because nobody understood the debate. I don't think anyone did.
Yeah, it's tough subjects for them to talk about.
They tried, and I cannot fake it. I cannot come here and tell you what's the difference, because I was just waiting for the soccer game.
Don't you think it's pretty relevant, though, education?
Sure, but the way they present it, it becomes irrelevant. Because education is how you get away from the rote learning kind of thing, how they get cultural sensitivity into it, how you provide access to different groups of population. But what they're talking is just mechanistic stuff.
All right.
It's just tweedledum, slightly different versions. So, I mean, I'm indifferent between two. One is the better presenter. One has more practical insights.
All right, Wimar. Both Yusuf Kala and Hatta are very experienced politicians. Do you think that is the reason why they were picked?
Oh, obviously yes.
Yes.
I mean, the only reason Yusuf Kala was picked because he could, you know, cater to the electoral needs of Jokowi, and the only reason Hatta was recruited is to compose this very nice broad-based coalition. So after the elections, I don't know what they will do.
We'll never hear from them again, maybe. I mean, they'll be in the background.
I hope so, because if we hear too much from them, then something is wrong with the president.
Yeah, that's true. You know, there were many questions I would have asked. I mean, I'm sure there are questions you would have asked.
Of course.
But, you know, one, for example, I would have asked is, if I were Hatta Rajasa, I would have asked you, if you want to be the vice president, why were you replaced after after one term by President Yudhoyono? What happened there, right?
Right.
That would have produced some interesting.
And if I were asking questions of Hatta Rajasa, I would say, who are you blaming? You've been around this government for a long time. So are you just asking for...
But they didn't. They didn't get into that kind of thing, right? It was more wonkish.
Because they want to help each other survive this debate. It could pull out a lot of dirty laundry if they pull their punches.
So they're playing it safe.
They're playing it safe.
Yeah?
So you said there's, Tweedledum, Tweedledee. Is it fair to say that either one of them could step into the top job? They're kind of the same candidate.
They could, but I hope they won't, because they're not presidential quality, both of them.
Why do you say so?
Well, it would be a long story, yeah. And
but Yusuf Kala ran for president in the last election.
and he lost,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. A lot of people ran for president and lost. They are not. Well, let's put it this way. One person provides the viewpoint, the insight, the new verve, enthusiasm that the country needs, which is Jokowi. On the other hand, Prabowo appeals to something else, which a lot of people see. I don't, but apparently a lot of people see. So they both have something to sell, which are quite different from each other. If you see one candidate becoming similar to the other, it means he's capitulating to the other's formula. But these guys, I mean, it doesn't make any difference. They could even switch them.
You think so?
They could have run on each other's ticket because Golkar supported Prabowo,
Exactly.
and that's his candidate.
Exactly.
So does it really, it comes down to it, Wimar, does a VP candidate really matter in this election or any election for that matter?
Well, in any country, maybe not. What have you heard of Joseph Biden lately? And what did you hear of Mondale? What did you hear of so many vice presidents in America? They only become important when they succeed the presidency.
And hopefully nothing like that happens here, but...
I hope so,
Yeah.
but a big but.
Yeah, okay. Viewpoint analyst Wimar Witular, thank you very much. Now, to our first look at the weather.
Standing by at the weather monitor is Winnie Kusumawardani. Winnie, what's the quick Tuesday forecast?
Luisa and Zoltan, some parts of Indonesia are beginning to see the bright summer. Yay! Here in the capital, expect a couple of showers with daytime high of 32 degrees Celsius and nighttime temperatures will cool down to 24. Well, that's first weather. I'll be back with the complete forecast later in the program. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Winnie. Today's Indonesia will continue shortly.
We will have the growth story of an air charter business that began flying shellfish. How Suzy Air is flying high to the most remote parts of the country next.
Archipelago on the Indonesia Channel.
Kehidupan ini apa? Kehidupan ini adalah serangkaian daripada masalah.
Kamu pasti meragukan cinta Rama.
Bilang sama saya, kamu itu sebenarnya ada janji penting apa?
Anak itu sudah mati. Toh kita nggak tahu kuburan di mana.
I'm Julia and this is iPop Playlist. It's an hour a day of the hottest music from the best Indonesian artists.
You are watching Today's Indonesia.
And we are in the Jakarta studio of the Indonesia channel, the country's first, with 24 hours in English. The presidential election is a little more than a week away, and financial markets are nervous.
Here's with that and more in our Business Watch is Deborah Priscilia. Deb, what's the latest?
Lisa Dalton, both candidates have promised market-friendly economic policy, but too bad investors are not totally convinced. The rupiah has dropped 7% over the past 3 months, and the stock market is down 4% since mid-May. As for the numbers today, here's how they finished in Jakarta and around the region. It began flying live lobsters to market now with more passenger flights than the national air carrier. And Susi Air is projecting even more growth, as Indonesia Channel's Prisma Kinanti reports.
After 4 years of trying to secure bank financing, Susi Pujiastuti established PT SC Pujiastuti Aviation, or Susi Air, in late 2004. Susi Air was originally set up to transport fishery cargoes of its sister company, PT SC Pujiastuti, as an efficient alternative to land transportation from Pangandaran, West Java to Jakarta, which usually takes around 12 hours, far too long for the delivery of live fish and lobster. But the 2004 earthquake and tsunami that hit Aceh changed everything. After using its planes to help ferry the victims to safety, Susi Air decided to enter the chartered flight business.
But then after 2 weeks, the money running out, so the 500 million rupiah is finished, and we have to go back to our business to make money. And the NGOs, many NGOs, Red Cross, Medicine Sans Frontiers, and many other organizations, they need the aircraft to use to continue the relief. So, but I can't afford to fly for free for them anymore. So then they agreed to pay us, and that's we start our chartering business.
After running the airline for 10 years, Susi realized that financing wasn't the only obstacle to achieving a sustainable business. There was also bureaucratic red tape and expanding the company's workforce to meet the needs of the country's growing aviation sector.
You waste 10% of your human resource to do unnecessary paperwork, from my point of view, but not for the government, not for the bureaucrat, because
Could you give me an example?
many. So just to make a foreign pilot flying, I need to make about 13 to 14 documents. So related to several departments.
Out of Susi Air's 200 pilots, only 2 are Indonesians. The airline now flies to 162 destinations nationwide, using 49 aircraft based in Sumatra, Java, East Nusa Tenggara, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, and Papua. Jamie Segura, a Spanish pilot who has been working at Susi Air for 3 years, joined the company for another reason.
I think it's the best company, definitely in Southeast Asia. And because of the seriousness it offers, I want, even though it might sound as something pretty wild, like flying the remote places or whatever, I'm looking for stability in my job, and I'm looking for a place where I can do a proper thing and get my life going.
Last year, the company suffered the equivalent of $1.7 million in losses due to a weakening rupiah. Susi admits that running the business is not always easy, but she's optimistic that the market is big enough for her airline as well as her competitors to thrive.
But all problem is because infrastructure. In the end, what I see, what actually our business could do in helping people is getting transportations, helping the development to be faster, make business people easy to travel anywhere to achieve for their business.
This year, Susi Air is targeting 10-20% growth amid a fluctuating rupiah and is also planning to purchase 10 aircraft to strengthen its fleet. Susi's dream is for the company to go public in 2015. Prisma Kinanti, the Indonesia Channel.
And that's Business Watch, Dalton and Luisa.
Thank you, Deborah. We have more of today's Indonesia coming up.
Let's go diving in what many say is the best spot in the world, and then Winnie will help us pick a winner in the ultimate Indonesia Channel experience.
Indonesia's first 24-hour English TV channel is here, with an exciting mix of programming to inform and entertain viewers around the world. The Indonesia Channel offers something for everyone. World-class lifestyle shows like Yoga Bliss to the hottest music hits and artists on iPop. News and information are an important part of the Indonesia Channel, with Today's Indonesia and ASEAN Today providing what you need to know. International hosts such as Lorraine Hahn, Jamie Aditya, Caitlin Turner, and Dalton Tanonaka are among the faces you'll see. Movies, dramas, travel, and more are all on the Indonesia Channel for the world to see.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesian.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
I am Indonesia.
Hi, I'm Indonesia.
We are Indonesia. Archipelago on the Indonesia Channel.
This is Indonesia.
And we are your daily window into this dynamic archipelago. The window to the country's undersea world can be found in North Sulawesi. Bunaken National Park is considered one of the best dive spots in the world. The Indonesia Channel's Nonggol Darapati shows us why.
It's known as one of the best diving areas in the world. Bunaken National Park, located on the northeastern tip of North Sulawesi, covers a total surface area of 89,065 hectares, 97% of which is covered in clear tropical water. The remaining 3% of the park is terrestrial, including the 5 islands of Bunaken, Manado Tua, Mantehage, Nain, and Siladen. It harbors some of the highest level of biodiversity in the world, including corals, fish, and sea sponges. The best way to enjoy the marine park is to dive in. Bunaken is well known for its visibility and diversity, with 70% of all known fish species in the Indo-Western Pacific. Diving and snorkeling is best done early in the morning and mid-afternoon for the best light. A single boat dive, including equipment, starts at 600,000 rupiah or $54 a person.
I was totally excited to try it. I've heard a lot of good things about Bunaken. I went there, first dive, I dived with a shark, a turtle. Wow, so many fishes, colorful. I was amazed by everything I saw. It was incredible.
For those who don't dive, other water activities are available. There are surface options on specially fitted vessels.
I think once in a lifetime you should go there. You should try to go there, especially you have to go there like now, because I'm afraid that it's going to be, getting worse in terms of the condition of the underwater itself. But if you don't dive, you can just snorkel, but make sure to ask the really best spots because there are not many left now.
On Bunaken Island itself, visitors can relax while enjoying the views of Mount Klabat and Mount Lokon. There are also souvenir shops to visit to take a piece of this marine treasure home. Nonggol Darapati, the Indonesia Channel.
I sure do agree that Bunaken is definitely one of the best dive spots. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Well, now we're going to get our complete weather picture now.
Yep.
We have Winnie.
She's standing by there. Winnie, what's up?
Well, Louisa and Dalton, here, several areas in the country are still hit by rain, though some are looking into bright sunshine. Now let's start in Aceh. In Aceh, where you can go diving in Puwe, actually, there will be sun through the high clouds, reaching a high of 34. Medan will see an afternoon thunderstorms or two. The high will be 32 and will cool down to 25 at night. From Sumatra, we head over to Java. Here in the capital, Jakarta, expect a couple of showers with a high of 32 degrees Celsius. Surabaya will see a sunny and pleasant day. The daytime high will hit 32, cooling down to 23 at night. In Bali's capital, Denpasar, the day will be sunny, but expect a brief showers as well. The high will be 29. Heading up to Makassar, temperature will range from 23 to 32. Expect some heavy afternoon showers. And in Papua, where the diving spot Raja Ampat or Four Kings is located, Jayapura will expect an afternoon thunderstorm or two. The high projected to be 31. Well, that's the weather for tomorrow, guys.
And you're a diver too, so you like.
I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, but the big thing now, it is time.
Yes,
it is time.
It is
right?
time.
Because we will now pick the winner of the Ultimate Indonesia Channel Experience. We asked viewers all month to answer this very simple question, which is, what is the capital of Indonesia?
And yeah, the answer is pretty simple. Here's what they will win. We will fly the lucky viewer and a guest to Indonesia from anywhere in the world to here in Indonesia with 3 nights at the Ayana Resort and Spa in Rimba Jimbaran in Bali and 3 nights at Jakarta's Hotel Borobudur. The package includes gourmet meals, golf and spa treatments, the ultimate Indonesia Channel Experience. Let's do it, Winnie. Please pick the lucky winner.
I have the honor.
Yeah, we had hundreds of entries from Hong Kong, the U.S.,
Around
Japan, the
world.
Netherlands,
Yes.
Malaysia. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
I got one.
All right.
Let's see who
There you
the
go.
winner is.
I have the honor to
I'm
read
excited.
it out
I'm
to you.
excited.
Wow, this is from the Netherlands.
Wow, really?
Yay.
Cool.
It's Harold Sondak. See?
Yeah.
Here you go.
All right. Well, we will
It
contact
is.
you,
Wow.
Harold, for winning this contest. So congratulations to Harold.
So we're gonna fly Harold
Yep.
all the way to Indonesia.
And a guest.
Okay.
Yeah, probably
wow.
on Garuda, Indonesia,
Wow,
because
I would
it's our
guess
flight
that.
carrier. And that is today's Indonesia from Jakarta. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Dalton Tanonaka.
I'm Luisa Kusnandar along with Deb and Winnie. Thank you so much and see you next time. Bye.